Yeah, there's actually a bug right there. Where she said the warden is a she, was a her. But actually, apparently, if you choose a dwarf and origins and you import the dwarf into two, the character says she, even though you use a male dwarf. Oh, it says her, I guess. Even though you use a male dwarf, like I did. It's a bug that didn't fix. Apparently. Anyway. And it only does it with the dwarf for some reason.
They're not letting anyone into the city. What? That can't be. It's true. Look at them all.
Are we really surprised? Everyone's fleeing the blight, just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the walls. Unbelievable.
So long as we're all safe, that's more important. We need to find Gavin. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Yeah, like I said, I apologize for raising my voice like that, but I got excited because I like that shows.
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough war of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a fitteds heap.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Why are we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on those ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
There must be someone in charge, I understand.
Yes, it's always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Gates are shut. Not a good sign for a lot of people. Tell me, how did your family escape murdering? Almost everyone hadn't fled.
My older sister. If she wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my sister.
Okay, maybe I read that wrong. Maybe the other sister is the older sister. But she looks younger than these two. That's why I assumed. Okay, I honestly I did not read it anywhere. I just assumed she was the younger sister because she looks younger than these two. but looks and everything. So I guess she's the older one.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
If you find our uncle, Gamlin and El, you might just have a few less refugees bothering you.
Gamma? I know that man. He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate. A nobleman? The only Gamlin I know is a weasel who can rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You're gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about it.
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here. That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Well, at least it's not boring.
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlin must still be looking for us.
And if he's not,
Don't look now, but I think that's our man.
Leandra. Damn girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlin!
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
oh Gamlin, we came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it. Dressed in guide.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
I'm more concerned about Mother. Can you get her in at least?
No, we stay together.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate?
Surely Father left something when he died.
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am delighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gammon, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
We're not putting Mother through that. We came here. We're staying here.
Let's hear it, Emma. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
I'm sure we'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the Gallants to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Eye. They're looking for recruits. Ephemeral. I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
What kind of man is this man?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Captain, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
I can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us. I have no real option. Thank you.
So we either sign up with the smugglers, which are standing over there, or we will sign up with mercenaries. Now, if I was a rogue, I'd probably go with the smugglers. But I'm a mage, so we're gonna go with the mercenaries. Because the smugglers are pretty kind of like thieves. So, I'm a mage, and I would make a very good thief. So you never know. No, I'm just kidding.
Mirren,
And you must be Hawk. Nice. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his arse.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. We're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for, we keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
makes sense.
All I know is if we join the company, I'm going to start talking like that.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said you were a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
I didn't realize Gavin told you that.
You stick with us. You'll be safe. For the year, at least.
My uncle doesn't seem like the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlen cheated one of my men at a wallet match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
Us.
I'm ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here at the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for shore. But he doesn't know you. Go kill him and his men. We'll make sure no one asks why.
Well, before we do that job, I might as well go over here and talk to this lady. There's no harm in talking to her. Oh, she's an elf. Let's do that.
Are you a Fenrir?
You must be Gavlin's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
How much exactly?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify Gavlin's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest, we don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game. Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
Begging and taking your pick never went hand in hand.
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
As good as your uncle claims. I hope you can prove it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate services.
Does everyone know about us?
If the circle hasn't descended upon you, my guess is no. The Templars in Kirkwall led to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, he'll consider things even.
I'll find some other way into the city.
Suit yourself. I'll be around for a bit, if you change your mind.
Well, I already chosen the missionaries, but I just thought I'd give her a shot. Let's just see what her business is about. Not something that's very appealing to me, considering I'm a mage, but... No, I don't think mercenary works even better.
The courtyard again.
He's still out there, but he's alone. And he's not making a move.
I don't trust this. What will we do when the ship comes? Wait, who are you? I demand to know what you're doing here.
What? This isn't the tavern. I'm so disappointed.
Mirren sent them.
I'm not an idiot. I could have figured that out for myself. Look, you. I don't know what that pissant thug is paying you, but I'll double it. Just let us go.
I might change my mind if I knew how you wronged the Red Iron.
Those fools take everything so personally. So I told Lord Asherall they were coming. It was business. I was perfectly willing to give the Red Iron a share, or all of it. I can give it to you as well. Just let me go.
All we want is a way into Kirkwall.
What? I don't have that kind of coin. I'm having trouble leaving the damn city.
So the Red Iron sent refugees after us.
Ah, stinking dog lords. Kill them and send their bodies back to Mira.
We're under attack.
You were saying? Gets over here. Elemental weapons. While the spell is active, the caster's staff channels its burst elemental power across the entire party. Ooh! So since my staff does fire, that means that the fire ability would go to the entire party. Everybody would have fire on their weapons then. That is cool! So for aura that deflects incoming attacks as far for as long as the mode is active. This is the one you start with. Mind Blast. The mage rejects a wave of telepathic force that knocks enemies back. I think I'm gonna go with a healing spell. There's only amount of time I'm gonna need that.
Dead and buried. Well, dead.
Good. May the bloody vultures feast on his corpse and shit him into the ocean.
I'm telling you, I love this guy.
Welcome to the Red Eye. Tell your uncle I'm making the arrangements now. Any luck?
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll speak to Mir and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Bethany were here with us.
And Wesley. Well, we're off to a fantastic start. Let's see what else this city has in store.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she made her name, settling her debts with the mercenaries. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Krenari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But most importantly, that's when I first met the champion. trust these tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we are...
No. You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
My brother has a point. It's on his head, but it's still dust.
Oh, thanks for that.
So what about it, Margaret? We're just what you need.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
You can relax. After all, the Templars dogging us and lying.
Did I sound that bad? Maker, I'm turning into Gamlen. Gamlen? He's got a head for this garbage. Maybe he can talk to Bartram. He knows some people. After last week, we need all the coin and influence we can get.
Catch more flies with honey. But Gamlen's bullshit could work too.
Well, he did get us into the city, right? What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
Hey!
I know a guy once who would take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work high down with local merchants guild. Might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do? Mary Tetris, at your service. I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bartram's venture.
That's right. The deep roads would normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passive interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary, you've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. Serving with the Red Iron is no mean feat, yet you not only served, you impressed. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my brother as well, then.
A little, yes, but it is you they speak most of, Sir.
That figures.
Your brother is certainly welcome to join us by all means, but I'll leave that in your hands.
Oh, I'm going. Without this expedition, we won't last out the year.
I can understand why my brother doesn't like me so much, because apparently he feels overshadowed by his sibling. So.
There must be some way to persuade your brother to hire us on.
We don't need another highway. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartram's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tie with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
It sounds interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after applying when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I. Before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
There might be nothing down there except darkspawn and rum. How can you be sure we'll make a profit?
Well, Bartford isn't grasping at strings. He's operating on some good information. Some of the deep roads are so old, even the dwarves have forgotten them. We just need to get down there, then Bartford will lead the way. You and I will be there to handle problems.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know, and I'll be the last.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
You're asking for a guarantee. I don't know that I can give you one. Look, I know the Templars have been asking questions. How terrible would it be to get out of the city for a while? If this works out, you'll be wealthy enough that the Order won't be able to touch you. You need the coin, and I need your help. We need each other. I can't make it sound better than that.
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Criminals crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job, and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure, easy. But maybe Avelin's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the hangman, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
Oh, we're gonna stir up a lot of trouble.
There are more cutthroat.
Hey, we're gonna go stir up a lot of trouble.